2.4 Intercepts. In the last lesson, we studied slope. Here are 4 different lines. When we go from left to right, on this graph, the line is going up. So we say that the slope is positive. When we go from left to right, the slope of this line is negative. The slope of the line tells us how quickly it's going up or down. So if it's not going up, if it's not going down, then the slope is 0. And this one, the line, the slope is undefined. So downhill, from left to right, negative. Uphill, positive. Horizontal, 0. Vertical, undefined. So this one, negative. Positive. Undefined. 0. And 0. Next we have intercept. The word intercept means to cross, to go past something. In math, here we have a line. It's intercepting, it's crossing our x-axis at x equals negative 3. So we can say that the intercept is negative 3. You can also say that the intercept is at negative 3, 0. Again, our convention is we usually say x first and then y. The y-intercept is where our line intersects the y-axis. So in this case, the y-intercept would be 0, negative 2, or just negative 2. So here, so again, the intercept happens at negative 3, 0. X equals negative 3, y equals 0. Notice that anywhere on the x-axis, y has to be 0. At the y-intercept, this is at 0, negative 2. So we can say that the y-intercept is just negative 2. At the y-intercept, x is always 0. The x-intercept is sometimes important, but the y-intercept is almost always important. We'll see why it's important in context in the next lesson. Now, for the MCAS, you're expected to know for this one, the x-intercept, well, it's crossing the x-axis at 6, so the x-intercept is 6. The line is crossing the y-axis at 2, so the y-intercept is 2. For the MCAS, given an equation, you need to be able to figure out the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Notice that at the x-intercept, y is always 0. And at the y-intercept, x is always 0. So, if we have an equation, 4x plus 3y equals 12, to find the x-intercept, we know y equals 0. So, given our equation, we can replace y with 0. Okay. When we do that, 3 times 0 is 0. If we have 3 people, each person has $0, no money, then together they have no money. You just have 4x equals 12. Divide both sides by 4. And we get x equals 3. So the x-intercept is 3 for this one. And we know this works because 4 times 3 is 12. Similarly, for the y-intercept, at y-intercept x equals 0. So given our equation, x is 0. So here's our equation, 4x plus 3y equals 12. X is 0. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 3y equals 12. Divide both sides by 3. and we get y equals 4. You should really think of it as 3 times what number is 12? Well, 3 times 4 is 12, so y has to be 4. So the x-intercept is 3 and the y-intercept is 4.